Shorty ought to been my me, ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Looking to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
4 down. Hey, 18. Hey, 18. Yep.
On third down, Trubisky. It's complete to Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Reds up. Reds up. Hey, 18. Stop.
On second down, Trubisky. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. in for the score. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now out come the Jets. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And a hit turned in over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Right back to him on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
You got three. Three down. Stop. 180.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Balaj. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
18.
On first down, Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Come on, gotta go. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single hands up. 18. Hey, 18.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's able to get up here to the 26. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So that one will be accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
I got 86. I got 86. 180. Hey, yo, we got, you see it? You see it? Hey, 18. 58, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Right. Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
18, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said, uh-uh.
They begin with a run by Miller. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
That's certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A 1st carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Red's up. Red's up.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the 1st score the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the 1st score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They'll drop to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Watch it now, Barney.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Miller. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Lock in.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play. What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They'll run it again with Miller.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a handoff to Miller. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Here's a give to Miller. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Detroit! Detroit! We got 4. We got 4. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trubisky going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not that time for Watkins. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.